Onion is a supermax prison, intended to incarcerate the worst of the worst. Critics of the prison have alleged that many inmates are sent to Red Onion not because they have committed severe crimes, but because they broke rules at other facilities. Red Onion State Prison inmate sentenced to 20 years for murdering a cellmate. Inmate at Red Onion State Prison was sentenced in the Wise County Circuit Court Friday after a 12-member jury found him guilty of second-degree murder and strangulation. 52-year-old William A. Saunders, originally of Danville, Virginia, was sentenced to 20 years in prison for the murder charge and 5 years for the strangulation charge to run concurrently. Red Onion is a supermax prison treated as an end-of-the-life facility within the penal system. We will call Gigi, who was held in solitary confinement for more than 600 days. Prisoner was covered in filth and barking like a dog after 600. With a history of severe mental health issues, who was held in solitary confinement for more than 600 days in Red Onion State Prison in Wise County, Virginia. During the time, he was subjected to merciless abuse and, ultimately, his mental health deteriorated until was 98 pounds and nonverbal. After an extensive legal battle, he is now at a new facility outside of Virginia, and he is doing much better. He was rambling in numbers. He had a language of his own. His bones stuck out. His teeth were decaying. His clothes were filthy. Death of an inmate found unresponsive in a cell in a Virginia prison is under investigation, according to Department of Corrections officials. Department spokesman Benjamin Jarvela said Anwar Phillips was found unresponsive in a cell at Red Onion State Prison early on Jan. 3 and died, the Richmond Times-Dispatch reported. A cause of death had not yet been determined by the medical examiner. The department's internal police unit is investigating Phillips' death. Former corrections officer pleads guilty to distributing drugs at Red Onion State Prison. A Kentucky man pleaded guilty Tuesday to scheming to deliver illegal contraband to inmates at Red Onion State Prison in 2019. According to a release from Wise County Commonwealth's Attorney Chuck Slemp's office, Kevin McIlquham pleaded guilty to the following 3 charges. Conspiracy to deliver drugs to inmates, delivery of drugs to inmates, bribery. McIlquham faces up to 30 years in prison, according to the release. Drugs continue to flow into Virginia prisons amid pandemic, raising concerns about corrupt staff. Melville was 17 when he was captured along with 41-year-old John Allen Muhammad following a 3-week reign of terror in 2002 that left 17 people dead in D.C. and 10 other states including Virginia. Muhammad was executed in 2009. Melville is housed at Red Onion. 2 corrections officers were injured when they were attacked by an inmate with a makeshift weapon at Virginia's supermax prison. Attack occurred at Red Onion State Prison in Wise County, in the southwest part of the state. Officer suffered puncture wounds to his upper body, and the other a broken knee in the attack that occurred about 6:30 a.m., the agency said. Both expected to be released from the hospital Sunday. The 31-year-old inmate accused of the attack is serving a 65-year sentence for 5 counts of robbery and 7 counts of forgery in U.S. District Court in Abingdon convicted an inmate at Red Onion State Prison of sending threatening communications through the mail following the conclusion of a 1-day jury trial, a gun in a felony, the department said. Death of an inmate found unresponsive in a cell is under investigation. Benjamin Jarvela says Anwar Phillips was found unresponsive in a cell at Red Onion State Prison early on Jan. 3 and died. 2 officers were attacked by an inmate at the Pound, Virginia facility. 1 officer received puncture wounds to his upper body, and the other officer appears to have sustained a broken knee. 2 officers injured in stabbing incident at Red Onion State Prison in Virginia.